Hello, you beautiful people. So this video is slightly different in that it marks the end of the Last of Us stream, simply because I have completed the game. And being that it was such a momentous occasion, I decided not to set myself any challenges. So I was simply just taking pictures as I went through the game. If you are interested in seeing all of the pictures, you can find them on my Instagram page, which is also King of Etiquette. And to avoid any spoilers on this video, I have selected some of the earlier shots that I took throughout that from that stream. But without further ado, let's get on with the video. That's an interesting frame. Frame, silhouette and lights all in one picture. I think we do need that there. We're going to field of view in, maybe out a little bit of a roll. Let's have a look. That may actually be a, yeah, it's just between the two, isn't it? By the looks of it, it's not quite straight. So yeah, that'll be a post-edit one, I think. What else can I do to this picture? Field of view. I mean depth of field, sorry. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of blur. I want to have the picture sharp and then everything around it quite blurred. That is as, I mean, it's just that thin. So it is difficult to get any better than that. And again, this is going to be cropped, so I say again, this is going to be cropped, so it doesn't matter so much about Joel being in the image, but that little move to the side seems to have helped. And let's create the illusion of a thin frame. Completely going against what I had done or said in the previous one, where I just lifted up so I can get that last corner. Do I like that though? No, I don't. Let's put the grid on there. So yes, Joel, absolute centre, but again, you know, with cropping and so on, I don't know what the centre will be, but having it in the centre of this image means that when I do come to crop, he's a little bit high. When I do come to crop, then no, actually I quite liked up there and then drop the angle slightly. About there. So when I do come to crop, I will finish the sentence, honestly. So when I do come to crop, I have space all the way around him to be able to do so. I'm terribly sorry, that was a terrible joke. I don't know why I went there, but I just did. That's a really good bit of frame in there. Been really well. I've had quite a social week. So I've caught up with...
I almost hit a cyclist today, D.
Oh my days. What happened? Did they just come out without looking? You know, pull out in front of you? Or did you just not notice them? Which can happen sometimes. I need to get this aperture absolutely perfect. About there. That's a really interesting one. If It'd be great to have a better framing, but I really want... Well, actually, that's a bit extreme. No, it does need to be how it was. Well, there, just close it in a little bit. Yeah, I really like that. Before we move on, can I get this to work?
I hate how cyclists are so protected, even though they do I themselves. I get it in some kind of a village, but in a city where they have dead.
We're having a bit of technical difficulties, so we've gone to the old Pulse headset. When streaming, always make sure you have a backup. Right, so let's see if we can get the angle I'm looking for. Which, by looks of it, I cannot. Oh no, it may be fine.
You have the PlayStation Sony headset.
Oh yes. Yeah, no mucking around, mate. I needed it for the VR. So these are perfectly angled to go under the VR headset without it lifting the visor up, the headset up. So that, and I bought it off a friend as well, so I didn't pay full price for it. I mean, they're not as good as the Corsair, even though I still haven't worked out how to charge that Corsair properly. So those headphones, they had actually been on-charged before this stream, but obviously they weren't charging, right?
They look cool, but I wouldn't wear them in public face with tears of joy.
Yeah, 100%. These never leave the house at all. No. But as I say, 3D sound, they work really well. They're absolutely fine for gaming. But yeah, I mean, for out and about, I actually have proper wireless headphones. I don't use headsets. I wouldn't say I'm a massive audiophile, but I've got my standards. And let's have a look at this before I decide the depth of field. So I have I think it's Bowers and Wilkinson.
I like my Marshall
PX7.
earphones.
Ah, do you know I've never tried them, the Marshalls, which is odd because Marshalls, the factory, is actually in the town where I live. That's where they make all the amplifiers and so on. So you'd think I'd support them.
Then I bought some Sony headphones.
Oh, yeah, Sony do make good
I
headphones.
love Marshall.
They are very good. Okay, this one is going to have to be a really closer than that. I hate orbital modes. Let's see how much of him I've got in here. So the arm is lacking. Need a bit more than that. But now I need to adjust to a different angle to try and get the most out of this. It's still on the bottom third. It's quite a sparse area. Field of view. I mean, depth of field. Back a bit. I feel like he needs some light on him. Maybe not that much. Hang on. That's off. That's off. That's good. Definitely need to cast shadows. Spread absolutely tiny. How is this going to work? I keep going for realistic, but I don't need realistic. I just need something that works. Bring that back a bit. So which distance is this? This is the distance away from... Yeah. Okay, drop the intensity. Seeing if I can... Okay, maximum spread. Let's make it as easy as possible to find it again. Okay. Distance as close as possible. Where are you? You infuriating little light. There we are. So, we want it about here. Go to orbital. Drop it down a bit more so that we've got the light on him, but not so much on the wall. A little bit of a half face lighting type scenario, if I can. Not that much. Right, so now we've got that, let's start mucking around with the spread and intensity, but it's the luminosity I need to drop as well. Let's increase the softness just to diffuse the light a little bit. Let's hide it, see the effect. Let's see, I'm gonna regret this. Oh no, maybe not. That's kind of okay. I wanted more shadow on the side nearest the window, because that would make more sense. Let's increase the distance. Okay. Nope. So yes, it will have to be the luminosity. Because all I want is just for him to be easier to see in the picture. That's all. And we don't have much in framing in this one. It's all about the leading lines. So you've got the windowsill going to his head. You've got the slats going to his head as well. You've got strong contrast between the light and the dark. So those are the languages that I'm incorporating in this. I still don't like that light. I feel that it is just way too much. So I'm going to actually really drop luminosity, but I'm going to increase the intensity. No, that's still too cold. Let's get the right balance. Drop it just a tad more. And that's going to be the picture. It's going to be a much tighter crop, simply because he's just at the very, very bottom of the image and it doesn't work. So I'm going to have to try and have it quite close down, but unfortunately it's just the nature of orbital cameras.
Oh, move over and let Geddy take over. Hello sir, how are you doing tonight?
I am doing very well. How about yourself? Hope you're keeping well. Been mucking around with lights. I am possibly going to be finishing the stream today. I mean this series today. But I am fighting the orbital mode right now to hopefully get a slightly better picture if I can, because it doesn't want. But yeah, how are you? I hope you've had a good week. Okay, so we need to extend that. Decrease that quite a bit. Let's have a look at that. It's not great, but it makes it much easier to crop. Talking about cropping, actually, I think just to really maximize the chance of this, I don't normally muck around this way, but this just gives me far more to play with.
Thank you for watching the video to the end. It does help my channel out. Now, if this video was a little too short, or if you would like to see all of the Last of Us videos, then you can check out my past streams playlist, and also for some of the videos that was before me starting the Last of Us stream. If you just want to see someone go all the way through the Last of Us game without pausing for taking photos or the usual chatting that I do, then what you can do is go on to Coffee Lover Joel. He also has a playthrough of the entire game. But either way, if you're interested in learning about photography, or if you'd like to get some reviews on some other photo modes, if you check in the description, there are many links in there to hopefully give you some ideas and inspiration. But either way, we say goodbye so we can say hello again. Goodbye.